And welcome back to Ultima Underworld. Since last episode, I've apparently forgotten where my keys need to go. We have a cup to pick up while we're here, and I have finally done that bit of research. And it turns out that this weapon is barely better than the broadsword we had before. The defining characteristic, though, of the jeweled anything is that they're virtually indestructible, which is why it wasn't taking any damage. By comparison, for example, a jeweled shield has a durability... Sorry, a tower shield has a durability of 30. A jeweled shield has a durability of 255, i.e. it's set to max. And it's the same with the jeweled sword. It has the same durability as the black sword and the sword of justice. So, we're going to stick with the jeweled sword, because it's also the best return for weight. Boop. Boop. Oi. That being said, we will still find the black sword if we have the opportunity to do so, purely because why not? But the benefit we get from it is not worth it. Now, the Song of Wonder. I could go and find this from a ghoul on level 5, but we're trying to fill some time here while we're getting our sword fixed, so we're just going to play it here. And just like that, we have the Cup of Wonder, which is the third artifact. Let's put that there. The sword will be the fourth. Level 6 has 3 of them. Okay, we'll do it your way. So that's everything we need on this level. In fact, I'm pretty sure now that we have finished everything we need on this floor. 1, 2, 3, we get the ring on level 5. We get the book, the bottle of wine, the shield on level 6. The sword is number 7. So yes, so we have all 8 accounted for. And look, I'm stating the patently fucking obvious at this point, but I am going on the assumption that everyone out there knows roughly what the plot of this game is, or has watched the original Let's Play. If you don't know the plot of what I'm doing, then I can't help you. I'm not going to spoil the plot, but it's probably going to be very confusing. Hey, why is he doing this? Why are they doing that? Why is he on fire now? Not really much else to do here. And we could murder all of the mountain men, I suppose. We've got their key. What else is there to do whilst killing time? We could murder a shitload of goblins. We should also repair our gear because because we get a better defense bonus for better gear. For example, serviceable, it's only functioning at about 80% of its effectiveness, whereas at excellent it is functioning at 100%. Same with the shield. I really should find better gloves. Are these magical? We still don't know if they're magical. We don't know what that is either. That's probably name enchantment. Name enchantment is the identify spell in this game. Name enchantment being because it tells us the name of the item. But we're done here. Let's go get our Flameproof Boots, which also have a durability of 255. Now, something else I'm mindful of, the inventory glitch I mentioned had nothing to do with fraps, actually. And the inventory glitch, sorry I don't have any food right now, inventory glitch I had was caused by the fact that there is a hard limit to the number of items that you can have on any one level in this game. And when you cross that limit, well, sorry, I'll backpedal. When you load your game or you go somewhere, like change level for example, and cross that, and in doing so you cross that limit, and suddenly there are more items on that level than there should be, the game tries to unfuck itself by deleting items from your inventory, and it does it indiscriminately. And that's the issue that I had been having. So we don't want 17 fish, we want 1 fish. It's also why we're going to be travelling as lightly as possible. Here you are. And some dragon skin boots for our trouble. So with that in mind, we're not just going to be dumping what we can, we're going to be putting it in the river. We want to literally remove items from the world as often as we can. We don't need that. So again, I'm glad that I put down, though that I haven't picked up surplus items. I probably don't need to be carrying all these gems either, to be honest. I mean, realistically, what do we need to barter for now? I don't think we need to barter for anything, actually. And I'm sure that whatever we do find along the way will be more than adequate for our purposes. That being the case, we don't need to worry about the ghouls anymore. There is a whole colony of ghouls here, but we don't need to interact with any of them. For a more immersive playthrough of this, I highly recommend both Ghost LPs and Kikoskia. Ghost LPs, Kikoskia, and Byron. Byron does a fantastic Let's Play. In fact, I think he's played through the first and second games a number of times now. He is always enjoyable. Oh, I see you up there. And we've leveled. The problem is if we fight too much, things like these bloodstains, these bones, they're all decorative, but they're all individual items. Level 3 is probably a really tricky one for that, because on level 3 you've got that switch that generates rats, and of course the more of those you generate, the more bloodstains you're spawning, the more shit you're creating on that level, the more likely on that level you will have this issue. Cast name enchantment. You should be missile protection. You're just chain gauntlets, but we'll swap you for leather. And we'll save our game, because we ruled something out at least. And we don't need to go up there, we don't actually need to really bother too much with the tombs at all on this side of the world. We do need to go up here. Oh, a chain cowl, are you magical? No, I'm pretty sure I just picked you up and didn't want you the first time. Don't need anything from there. There is a side quest along here. That way leads to effectively a Pac-Man inspired level where we can pick up 80 samples of a mineral called Zantium and then trade them into someone who'll give us a giant fuck off gold nugget, which we can actually take back down to Goldthirst, and if we do so he'll give us a jeweled axe, which if we ever bothered to use axes would mean something. But apparently things need to be killed. I'm more than happy to oblige, of course. I know there are more here. So I'm reassured at least that it wasn't Fraps screwing me around before. Albeit if I hadn't been worried about that either, I would never have had the reason that I did to experiment with OBS. So I'm kind of glad that I was worrying about that. Now, I can hear them. There are little, the green rotworms, the flesh worms scurrying around up there. We can hear them. Eventually they'll bother to surface, pop their little heads out and say hi, but they're not doing it yet. Those rooms are full of spiders. Hey guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any resource to tell me how better or worse these enchantments are. So I don't know whether or not a male shirt of protection is equivalent to plate armor, for example, but I do know that plate armor is 2 points better than chain. So I'll take enchanted chain over the weight of plate mail any day. At least until we find something like the breastplate of unsurpassed protection or something on level 8. You know, I actually don't want to open those because I don't want to fight the spiders and create more bloodstains than I have to. Yeah, this away. Right, this way leads to level 6. That way leads back the way we came. Yes, up to the mine. We'll do that. Because we've got to go back past Goldthirst anyway, as part of picking up the Sword of Justice, so why not? Along the way, bounce ourselves into some lava. One of the ghouls will give you the code for this, and that's where we needed the 10 fish. I'm pretty sure he wanted the 10 fish, otherwise it'll be the one. It's either the ghoul who can teach you Martin's Song of Wonder, or the ghoul who'll give you this access code that wants the 10 fish. It's one of the two. But, because I was smart and I wrote this down at least, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hit the lever, wherever that is. Now, this is a scroll of gate travel. I'm going to save our game. And I do have my wand of fireball. No, we destroyed that because we were morons. Right, so this will take us back to level 2. Now, 1 second while I look this up, but assuming that we can still cast gate travel, I'm not going to be too worried. Let's see, what level is gate travel? Okay, we need a Vass stone for it, so we're not going to get that till next level. In fact, we can get that very early next level. But this is our quick way home as well. I can't put that in the bowl for some reason. Right, so at Zantium we can pick up like this, and hello ghost. And it's attracted to itself. So you'll see there, as we're walking over it, it picks up more and more of itself as we go. And if I were any good at Pac-Man, this would probably be a lot easier. However, inevitably we will end up going around this place, trying to find 1 or 2 last pieces that we've overlooked at some point. But we're halfway there at least. Random background noise that I just realised was only Red snoring. Whoops. I don't know if anyone else can hear that even. It was enough for me to worry that I might have had had one of the kids through. $61, we are getting there. Through this way. Now there are more than 80 down here, and we don't need them once we've gotten those 80, so I'm not going to sit here and scour every last piece. In fact, in theory, all we need is 79, because we'll get the one more piece from the mage himself to top us off. Three, four, five. So close. 4 more. 6, 7. 2 more pieces. 3 hours later. And there we go. Oh, we got all 80, 81. We've managed to go above and beyond now. Now, finding the way out. I was about to say finding the way out can be difficult without a map, and then we found the way out. And it was apparently not that difficult without a map. Oh, and this is where we bounce into the lava and be very thankful that we've got our dragon skin boots. All we need to do is toddle around to where Judy was. Now there is a very, very worrying bug in this game apparently, that Judy can walk into the lava and die. And without that, without Judy, you can't finish the game. Judy was that NPC that we saw on the riverbed here. I'll go around to her. Hey, good day to the old mother. Forgive me, I just be an old fool. Who is Tom? Tom, he was me Tommy boy. Gone he is, and now only I am left. Never more shall I see his face this side of paradise, nor am I even able to remember it, not at all. Has that nothing to remember him by? I had me a picture once, but 'tis lost now. Ah, me Tom, such a bony lad I never knew. Oh, well, if I should find it, I shall return it to thee. So we will find that later in the game, much later in the game, and we will obligingly return it to her at that point, our mana. Gonna save, because if those leggings are worthless, then we're just gonna reload. Leggings of additional protection. Pardon me. We'll just leave those behind. What we can do is get our gear fixed to get the maximum benefit out of each piece. I'm pretty sure that this is a shirt of missile protection, if memory serves, in which case I may swap it for that one. I don't know, to be honest. We don't want to go upstairs yet. It's not even worth going downstairs until we've recorded a couple of episodes, because we need to give it at least an hour for that sword to be fixed, and I'm desperately holding off sleep. Stab some rats. Another ragged scroll, what are you? We don't know. Let's see, currently full. No, we don't know. We'll just leave you there then. These guys shouldn't be enough to put me down. As evidenced by the fact that they haven't yet. My jeweled sword's invulnerable. Damages said jeweled sword. So you're not a magical ruby. Red potion of mana, apparently. Missile protection. And a longsword of damage. So, not as good as the sort of additional damage. And I'm going to go with... let's see, of protection or missile protection. I'm hoping missile protection will include protection against fire from fire elementals down the line. If I'm wrong, by all means mention it in the comments, but by the time I see this I'll have finished the game. Because, yeah, I started recording this yesterday, last night, and I am now, yeah, 7 episodes in, most of the way through the game actually. Probably about 75% of the way through by now. So let's see. Mana. Sword. Attack. I forget what the defense one was now. That was a pretty good all round. We gain 8 more mana points then. Anjor, greetings traveller, what brings thee to an area of the abyss as perilous as this? Art thou upon a quest as I myself am? What is thy quest? Many years ago I began research into methods for turning lower metals into gold. During the course of my research I discovered a new and better method that depends on a very particular, very rare substance. I request to find more of this substance. Oh, tell me of this substance. It is a blue rock-like mineral called Zantium. The only samples I have found have been on this floor of the abyss in tunnels with rough-hewn walls. I believe there is a mining area in the southwest where there may be larger deposits, but I can't gain access to it. How is the new method better? When I started, existing methods required a great many reagents to operate and could only produce a fraction of an ounce of gold for each pound of lower metal. The new method requires a much smaller quantity of reagents and produces much more gold. However, Zantium is rare and I have been able to locate only trace amounts of it. How is it collected? Zantium has the property of being self-attractive. Deposits near the surface can be collected merely by walking over them whilst carrying a sample. In an underground environment such as this, if there is Zantium present, there is likely to be some near the surface. Thus, in a sense, it is collected automatically. Then perhaps I can help thee. If thou couldst talk to the miner ghoul and discover how to operate the dispatch chamber, I would be most grateful. In addition, if thou wouldst enter the mining area, brave its dangers and collect at least 80 samples of Zantium, I would reward thee with a large gold nugget created from lead. I will bring thee to Zantium. And see, he gives us another one. Wouldst thou art indeed a kind soul, take this small sample, carry it through the mine, and it shall attract more of its kind. Hast thou found 80 samples of Zantium? Yes, we have. Excellent. Return in an hour, and I shall give thee a gold nugget the size of which thou canst but imagine. And we could do better for health, but of course every time we level as well, we're gaining hit points and making that look even sadder. And there's a lot of just random shit in this level, which again doesn't bode well for not having the world glitch out on us. But we can throw this into the lava now. Or not. Go down for them then. We'll throw them in the drink where Angel is. But first we have to find... Is it around here? It's a scroll I don't care about. Possibly daylight? Ouch. Probably could have done without that. That's our gate travel scroll. Shrine of the Virtues. There, get rid of that. Oh my lord, we can't even get rid of it in there. I give up with that. Fortunately, that's something that existed already on this level. I don't need to be too worried about it. What we're looking for now is is a chamber where we can get one of the next artifacts, the Ring of Humility. Just trying to recall where it is. Not there. I have a memory of it being off here. This way just leads to the mine dispatch chamber, yes. Everyone laughing at me now for leaving my map behind. Huh. I know it wasn't on the next level. Or maybe it's through here and I was just forgetting it. I don't know why I did that. Not too bright. Go away. It's not going to take much from one of these to kill us. But hopefully I'm above that. So what we'll just do is see what we can heal ourselves with. Let's see, I, B, M. That was a little bit. Of course. You just need to die, thank you. See, they're experience points at least, not that we need them. And what level are we now? We are level 13, we are much higher than I expected. Where does this go? This is down. No, this is exactly where we wanted to be, right, so we can't go into the center of the room, we want northwest, southeast, northeast, southwest. There we go, a perfect iron ring. That is the Ring of Humility, so we are halfway to finishing the game right there. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but you get the idea. We are going to save at this point. Because we have half of the artifacts, we'll just go and kill the other half of the spiders. Boop. Boop. And boop. Right, so we don't need to go there. That just takes us to the other side of the meeting hall, which we don't need to give a flying fuck about. And this takes us up to level 4, which puts us at the bottom of that room where we killed Roderick. There's actually a mellow spider there, but again, we can't take the chance that he'll turn on us down the line. So there we go, that's everything that we need to care about on this level done. And looking through the thing, we can again see we're getting closer and closer to the bottom of the abyss. Right, so now we're on level 6. We're starting to get more and more lava down here, closer to the center. Anything in here? No. We're here specifically for one thing right now. No, wrong slot. That's what she said. We want to be in here. We need to pick up these emeralds. We only need 4 of them, but we'll pick up the rest. We want to hop out of here for the moment. See if I can do this without breaking something. Apparently not. Oh, game. Oh, game. You and your fucking jumping... I fucking hate the jumping mechanics in this game with such a passion. But we may not have an alternative but. Oh, we're not going to have an alternative but to save at this point. Sorry, but to sleep. Oh, we can use that to heal ourselves. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Now Ghost LP's managed to do a standing jump, and I've got no idea how he fucking managed that at all. I can't do a standing, I can walk, I can't not be moving at the time I jump. So 1, and so the puzzle here is we put an emerald in each of these corners. 2. And this will give us a Vass runestone, which will allow us to cast Gate Travel, among other things. If we can find the Cal and Corp runes, it'll also let us cast Armageddon. We don't need to care about these. Oh god damn it, I didn't want that switch. And there we go. A Vass stone. Okay, and that's that done. Next stop, we have to go and kill a golem. We don't have to kill him, but we have to intimidate him enough to for him to give us a shield. Hello, Shenelor. Go around here. Morlock, I don't want you. We want Dr. Owl. Louvnon, I believe, is just a random one. We have a storeroom. Can grab things from in here. Magical scroll. A wand. And down here, we can't see it, but down here is a jeweled sword. can we save our game? And I believe the thing here is you need telekinesis to really get it. But can we get out still? It's not looking like it right now. Oh, we can. Okay, well that's actually a first for me, I believe. Some potions. I don't know what any of them do. Don't terribly care. Just nom on the cheese. Reduce the item count for this map. And what are you? Are you non-magical? I think it's safe to say at this point. What are you? We've got some oil for a lantern. We've got a wall that we're just going to fly straight into. We've got an upset spectre named Warren. And a door. So another young fool opens the door thoughtlessly. Open, close, that's all anyone ever has time for. Things were not like this when I was thy age, I can assure thee of that. Well, hast thou anything to say for thyself? Excuse me, art thou really a door? What, do I look like a drawbridge? He's got my level of sarcasm. Thy point is made. How didst thou come to be a door? I was once a young human like thyself, but I grew weary of regular folk and their immense stupidity. All of the fields. I was a brilliant mage and was consistently pestered with silly questions such as how does one cast sheet lightning? Tired of being hounded thus, I turned myself into a door in order to finally enjoy some peace and quiet. Obviously it didn't work. Now that thou dost mention it, how does one cast sheet lightning? Gah, I can't believe thou wouldst ask that of all questions. I should have known better than to mention that accursed spell. If you must know, it is cast by using the Vas, Ort, and Grav runestones. There, I hope thou blowest thyself up with it. Ah, thank thee kindly, wise door. Now I've just realised how far, what the time is, so I'm going to save it here and we'll pick up next episode. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and until then, cheers.